So, an update on the trade situation. I think I am going to leave this policy in place if given the choice between the one that's in place now and the cloth quality edict that gives a trade efficiency plus 20% instead of 10% and trade steering. The reason why is because I found out that trade steering doesn't affect the multipliers, at least from what I've seen. Uh, but it does affect how much trade power is used when steering. So, uh, right now in the Caribbean, for example, I'm steering almost 280 ducats to the Chesapeake Bay. And if I didn't have the extra steering bonus, it would be transferred away from me towards people I pretty much consider my rivals, even though they're not rivals in true, like, they're not my de facto rivals. But they are trade rivals. The same goes for the Amazon's node. If I didn't have that policy, more money would be going towards Brazil, which is fine. Eventually, we'll control Brazil too. But Ivory Coast and Caribbean are the big ones, and nobody's trying to steal my trade in the Chesapeake Bay right now. They might in the future. I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully, we won't. Hopefully, they won't ever try to take my trade from there. If they do, could be problematic. Anyway, we have a little bit of manpower. Now. I still don't know if I want to go to war with Castilian Brazil yet. I mean, I know I do eventually. But that's going to cost manpower. And they probably have defensive ideas. They do not. But they probably have defensive terrain like jungle, which is going to cause +2 attrition for me. So we'll hold off until we have more manpower. We do have an attrition reduction policy, I think. Yeah, superior supply systems. It's good enough for me. We're pretty close to military tech 71. We can take Defender of the Faith if we wanted to, but no. Bunch of course finished. How long will this take? 1735, 4 years? Same for the other one, maybe? Yeah. We started converting cultures in 2 of our provinces, which is what I was looking at. Oh, and we do have a colonist that I'm going to send elsewhere for now. And I decided that it needs to be with provinces with development close to 30, but not quite 30. Right? You can't get imperialism. Industrialization, though. Yes. And St. Kitts is still English. St. Dominic. That is actually English. And there's a university already. That works for me. And we have a native uprising. We're almost done with native uprisings. For a while, anyway. Give it a couple more years. Where is that? maybe a couple more years at the most. Not if we keep getting growth like that, though. What do our favors look like for our allies? 6 with Brittany, 21 with Burgundy, 28 with Aragon. I'll actually increase that by twice. And same with Japan. Where's the next place after Saint Dominic? Port-au-Prince. Let's go ahead and build a university here, because that's going to be the next place I want a colonist to go. And then once the culture of these two are converted, I will click the Expand United States button and also send my colonists there. And I think I'd like to wait until I have adaptability before I declare war on No, I'm not going to wait all the way for adaptability, but I will wait until I have the first admin idea. That'll give me a significant manpower pool as well. We'll be fine. And new military tech, and new troop types. Right, infantry and cav. Right now, our generals are definitely more shock-focused than fire-focused. And all of them have the same shock values. So I guess that means fire value. And we do have offensive bonuses over defensive ones. So that's between the first two, that's Frederikian. I think I am going with Frederikian. They are the they have both offensive fire and morale advantages. As far as my cav goes, again, offensive probably the way to go, and going for a shock focus. I think they all have the same total shock. 15. That one only has 14. So it's between the Carabiners and the Ulan. Definitely the Ulan. Because, again, morale, offensive morale, whatever. That's where our heavies and transports are right now. I'm going to split off the transports here. Upgrade the heavy and the light. Build another light. And we're going to bring these light ships down around to add more power to the privateers, and our natural scientists have died. More missionary strength is very welcome right now. And we are going to take our first admin idea. So I think once I'm caught up on tech, I'm going to do something that I've been meaning to do since, or not meaning to do, but I've been waiting for the perfect time to do since pretty much the beginning of the game. Or not the beginning of the game, but since our founding. Ooh, that is a ton of money. Or a little bit of admin points. I'll take the ton of money, please. And give me more universities. We will have universities in every single province. Development costs will fall. And let's split off the lights again. Send them to Kuna. A reckless privateer. Enlisting the aid of privateers to wreck the trade efforts of our adversaries has proven beneficial to us, but also tends to attract unreliable and devious business partners. One captain has become notorious for skirting the rules and ignoring treaties or our privateers are supposed to abide by, but also happens to be very efficient in raiding enemy ships. Screw my relations, give me privateer efficiency. My friends still like me. Spain can go fuck, or Castile can go fuck themselves. They have negative 200. Want my provinces anyway. Portugal doesn't want my provinces anymore. If they ever did. France doesn't want my provinces anymore. Oh no, wait, I'm looking at my opinions of them. No, they still want my provinces. Cool. All of the major colonial powers in Europe do. I'd really like to help Burgundy conquer France and turn Burgundy into France. I think Burgundy will click that. I know that they won't. I know that an AI Burgundy will not become the Netherlands if given the opportunity, but I'm not sure if they will do that for France. If Cebu wasn't a... Hinduism is the term. Okay, so that's zeros. But if it didn't belong to a trade company, so it is still a territory. It's -2, -8.5. So we're still at -2 overall. If I built a cathedral... I'm building a cathedral. We'll destroy the cathedrals later on, but, Daniel Tarleton. Admin points, please. That's one of our advisors. Yes. Our ruler shouldn't be living too much longer. Kutai apparently is free? No. Yes. Yes, they are. Brunei still exists on Borneo. And our ruler died. We are currently behind on Diplotech, but that should change, hopefully. I'm still going to go with an admin ruler. How old is he? 33? Okay. And construction costs just went up. So we're not building anything with this ruler unless we really need it. We'll wait until the end of this month. Gather all these ships together and get them all to privateer. That's hunt pirates. That's the opposite of what I want to do. This is Peru, right? So, since we aren't going to be building anything, I think I need to declare a war. Excuse me. Want both of those drilling. These guys are going to stop. We'll wait until their morale recovers a little bit. We have an extra colonist. I think Port-au-Prince is where I want to send him. Gold mine and warrior colony has depleted. So it would have been at 8, correct? It's not a state, and it's not our culture. Screw it, we're not going to worry about it. Right, I'm not building anything while we have our stupid ruler right now. And I think January is when I'm going to declare the war. I know I said I wasn't building anything, but I am going to upgrade a fort there. And we will be going down through Brazil via Huelma and Ribadeo. So yeah, beginning of January, I'll declare the war. For now, we just move into position. How much attrition are they taking? 1.3% and 1.1%. Castilian Brazil is currently at war with Prussia, Lüneburg, Denmark, and Russia. In what? Who declared this war? Attacker against Livonian Order and Prussian-Livonian Imperialist War. So Prussia attacked the Livonian Order. The Livonian Order is allied. Wait, how did Castilian Brazil get in on this? I'm so confused. Okay, that makes no sense. Okay, yes it does. Never mind, I'm just dumb. Confused. So... Castile joined the war. Who was Castile allied with, or what did they do? Defender of the Faith, maybe? Can check that out, actually. Castile is defender of the Catholic faith. There you go. Of course, if I declared a war against Castile right now, or if I declared a war against France right now, Castile wouldn't join, so I would force them to give up the defender of the faith. Anyway, still, let's do this. And let's go hunt down their fleets. I wanted to say the Caribbean Sea, but Atlantic South America makes more sense. For now, I'm just going to sit out in that coast, and I'm actually going to bring this army down to Bahia de los Rojos. And we'll kick this navy out immediately, hopefully, in about a month. So, we have a lot of territory to cover. And there's second admin idea. Now that I think about it, I don't know if I want to do what I was thinking I was going to, which was kind of, I need to think about it. No, I'm good. I'm not going to do it when I hit Diplotech. So I won't spoil anything either. But oh wait, I sent the wrong army to the wrong place. I need to wait for a certain ruler to have a certain... Or I need to wait for my ruler to have a certain trait. Spirit Decor, that's great. And I want to see where the... Atlantic South America begins. Next sea zone. Was that the next sea zone? 2 sea zones. My mistake. We'll go deal with a different part of their navy for now. And there is a... There's an army. We're actually going to switch our armies around as to where they are, and there is another... How many troops do they have? 139,000. Truce with Sunda has ended. Uh, Attempting to attempting to not divide my army anymore. So I want to put this leader in charge over here rather than in charge of the cav. Okay. And yes, we're suffering a ton of attrition, but they are able to go through these, so I need to be mindful of that. And they are bringing pretty much their, I didn't even check their, how many troops they had. Also, we have these extra troops that are just sitting up here defending our colonies that don't need defended anymore. And we apparently lost our merchant and got him back, so I don't know what that's about. Okay, we'll bring our other armies down. Oh, we can't actually cross over there. Lovely. So now, I'm hoping that they attrition themselves into oblivion, but they're not going to. So we have a fort over here that keeps them kind of locked down here. The one at Ulfamrake. Again, I know I said I wasn't going to build anything, but I am so tempted to build fortresses, or whatever it is. Yeah, fortresses. To keep them south of French Columbia. That is mountains. I feel like building those would be a waste, since there are other forts that French Columbia controls. Give me my armies. Influence in the cabinet. Our diplomatic advisor, William Brooke, leaves our court, lose diplomat points, or lose prestige. Many of the faithful reformed of the United States see our traitor, William Brooke, as a threat to the theological purity of the government. Now, preposterous. He stays. Oh, where are they going? It's, worrying. Alright, okay. They can't actually cross because... we're being blockaded right now. Wait for these guys to get locked in, and then we'll move our troops in to hopefully... take care of that. We're actually going to have these guys stay here. '30th of March, 23rd of February, 26th of... okay. Oh, we are going to take a lot of attrition. Where are they going? Cabo Norte? Get in there, help them. They arrive on the 2nd of March. And activate forced march on everybody. Alright, we did get them to change, so... converted something else. Is that cathedral in Cebu built? It is. If it weren't a territory, we'd be able to convert it. Well, I mean, we'd be able to convert it really quickly if it weren't a territory. And I lose a bunch of trade company investments as well. Again, I think not right now. We do get more states at the next admin tech, and also when we finish admin ideas, I believe. That's going to be great. That's when I'm going to make Cebu not a trade company province. Anyway, we now have a bunch of... damn it, I should have let that be for the forced march to allow them to get out of there faster. Anyway, hopefully we continue to win battles and not lose our occupation progress. We'll probably end up again in manpower debt by the end of this war, but I think it'll be well worth it